I'm so happy to be a part of this conversation and in this moment leading the conversation because I had so many breakthroughs in rooms like this. And this is where I explored Lisa, forgave Lisa, reinvented Lisa, discovered the best parts of Lisa, gave Lisa permission to play big, play huge, play ginormous. Here's where I found some of my best friends on the planet, my new friends. And so I love rooms like this. I'm super committed as long as I can to be in this space with you. You know, when we talk about live your quest, that's a really big statement. It can be exciting and scary. What happens if I decided and designed my next best season? What would that look like? And so I thought that I'd just slide by to stir your soul a bit. It's kind of what I do. I have to leave tomorrow midday. I have a dinner engagement and a keynote speech in Jamaica tomorrow night. But for today, I thought we'd just turn things up a bit. So may I do that with you guys? Yeah. Now, I've been known to make things a little mildly to moderately to significantly uncomfortable in any form of mediocrity. I've been known to do that. I wake up in the morning to find out how can I disrupt anything that's not in alignment with my future today. And so since I'm on the stage today, I thought I'll just do that with you guys as well. Is that all right? Yes. When we talk about living our quest, I think that living my quest, really, if I look at it on a daily basis, it's finding my own voice. It's finding your voice. It's finding the song that only you can sing, off key or not. It's finding your rhythm. It's discovering what it feels like to walk in your shoes today. It won't look like it looked 10 years ago. Living your quest is what can I do with my life so that my life becomes infectious to someone else. Living my quest looks like how do I make my fingerprint matter so big that it lives beyond my transition day. Living your quest is how can I forgive the perceivingly unforgivable so I can love the absolute lovable. Living your quest is how do I give myself 1,000 second chances and every time I get to 999, press reset. Yeah? Yeah. Living my quest is not some ambiguous, untouchable experience. Living my quest means going back and healing the little girl in me so that the woman can be free. It's going back and embracing the little boy in you so that the man can show up and give himself permission to cry when necessary. Living your quest is not something that you can't touch. It's not something that requires a stage or lights or cameras. Living your quest is being complete and content with who you are in the dark of the night. So who you are in the middle of the day is all right. Living your quest is as simple as it is complex. Living your quest is about giving yourself permission, say permission, on a daily basis to become the next best version of yourself. Living your quest is not holding yourself hostage to old decisions, not holding yourself hostage to shame, blame, guilt, regret, and anger. Living your quest is about recognizing that every day I can be reborn to my possibility. Yes. Yes. See, living your quest is as internal and personal as it is public. Living your quest is about recognizing that you have brilliance in you and not being willing to dim your light one more day. Living your quest means not being afraid of the genius in you, even though you have doubt. Living your quest is recognizing that you get to sing your song off tune, that you can get to live in perfection while you master imperfection. Living your quest it could be complex and it could be simple. And I'm only telling you the things that I've had to do. Because in so many ways, I didn't know I would be standing here with you in Cancun. My path didn't make sense that it would land me here. I look at my life as a young woman in South Central LA, living between the Harlem Crip 30s and the Rolling 60s. Those are not cheerleading squads, y'all. Having 3 fights a week to get home from school, and that was the easy part. The hard part was the fact that my highest grade in school was a C+. See, when some of you brought home C's, your parents were frustrated. When I brought home a C, my parents were excited because I was severely dyslexic in school. So it took me a lot longer to learn. The last time I took an English class, I got a fail. And my English teacher said, "Lisa, you have to be the weakest writer I've ever met in my entire life." I said, does that come with an award? I am kind of collecting rewards. And the last time I took a speech class, my speech teacher gave me a D- and said, quote unquote, "Miss Nichols, I recommend that you never speak in public, that you get a desk job." Some of your best inspiration comes with some pricks and some nails and some thorns around it. Some of your best inspiration came in an experience that you didn't ask for, you didn't want, and you never want to have again. Some of your best inspiration, some of the very thing that's fueled your soul to get you here, came in an experience that you dare not wish on your enemy. You dare not wish on anyone. But yet it still fueled you to come and step inside your quest. So when you ask the question, am I on the right path? How can you not be? If you can still see light, how can you not be? So I just stopped by to stir your soul a bit. I stopped by to disrupt any form of mediocrity in you. I stopped by to settle your doubt and put in place of the question mark a period or a comma. Because some of you have put a period where God put a comma and said, it ain't over yet, it's just beginning. Don't put a period there yet. That deserves a comma. Yes, yes. And so I just stopped by. I stopped by to wake up that imaginary baby in your belly that says, don't you sit down on me. Don't you let me sit down. Don't you let me go without being shown to the world. Don't you, I will not let you off the hook. I will keep you up tonight. I stopped by to shake that imaginary baby in your belly. I stopped by to ask you, what would your song sound like if you sung it out loud so that we all can hear? Don't just sing in the shower. Sing so I could hear. Are you willing? Are you willing to do something you've never done before? Say something you've never said before. Do the things you don't want to do. Say the things you don't want to say so that you can be the man, the woman you've always known yourself to be. Are you willing? See, I didn't come here to give you a lot of answers. I came here to disrupt your soul with a lot of right questions. Because I wasn't supposed to be here. I was that kid that was always struggling with self-esteem. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? No one looks like me, makes it anywhere. I'm chocolate, mocha skin, full lips, round hips, and kinky hair. You just don't see me on TV. You don't see me glorified. You don't see me representing beauty. You don't see me. So the world didn't give me permission to be here, but I didn't ask for it either. So some of you are still asking for permission. And sometimes you have to stop asking for permission, and it's just time to give the world notice. So I just showed up to invite you to give the world notice that you're coming. Give the world notice that you've been here. Give the world notice that you've played polite long enough. Now it's time to play full out. Give the world notice that unapologetic just showed up. Give the world notice that non-negotiable just showed up. Give the world notice that if they can't handle your light, that you're tired, you're no longer going to dim your light. If they can't handle your light, put on some shades. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, are you willing? Because when you become that bold, when you become that audacious, when you become that unapologetic, all of a sudden you become infectious. All of a sudden, just the mere glimmer of you, when I can catch a glimpse of you, when I can get in your hemisphere, in your atmosphere, in your zip code, something happens to me because I'm in proximity. And then you become absolutely aware of the true assignment on your life. That you were here to save us. You were here to inspire us by the way you walk with assistance, by the way you rise above your own uncertainty, by the way you push past your religious conversation, your cultural conversation, your economic conversation, your gender conversation, by the way you show up and say, how can I serve humanity? By the way you recognize that your human spirit is unbreakable, your human spirit is unshakable, your human spirit is unstoppable, your human spirit is unavailable to the relationship that's not going right, to the finances that don't look right. Your human spirit is unavailable. Your human spirit is simply asking for you to give it a command. Who will we serve next? What will we do? And what mountain will we require to bow down? And when you get that and you operate with that knowing, all of a sudden you become contagious. And people just want to be in your space and share your oxygen because you make them believe again. So what is your quest? It might just be to go home and be 1,000% present with your children. Your quest might be to love an unlovable sibling. Your quest might be to forgive an ex so you can truly be present with your next. Just saying. I'm just saying. Like it might be that. I'm a girl who, as a mom in 1995, I was broke and broken. And all I was committed to do was not spend the next 25 years in that brokenness. So I didn't decide my quest out of a pursuit of serving the world in a big way. I stepped into my quest becoming committed that I won't have it that way anymore. So however you step, just step. However you step, just step. Sometimes you got to step out of something before you're stepping into something. Just step. Don't get paralysis of the analysis trying to make sure the step is right. I'd rather you take 10 steps wrong than analyze trying to make one step right one more day while someone's waiting to be inspired by you. I'm still figuring out how to get it right, but I've done some good work trying to figure out how to get it right, sis? One day I'm gonna master this thing. One day. So I just stopped by to stir your soul. I stopped by to not let you off the hook of your brilliance, of your genius, of your humanity, of the willingness to live in a constant duality, allowing your brilliance and your confusion to coexist, and you embrace them both. Not waiting for another thing. Not waiting for another person, not waiting for any permission, not waiting for someone to validate you, not waiting for your mother, your father to say you're okay, not waiting for the man, the woman in your life to say go, be free, not waiting. What are you waiting for? I need your oxygen today. I need your oxygen today. So I didn't come here to keep you comfortable. It's working, huh? She's like, why is she so close to me right now? So I just wanted to ask you, are you willing? I want to take you on a guided visualization. I went on this visualization about 17 years ago. And every time I did the visualization, it would disrupt my soul. And I didn't understand why I was so disrupted. But when the facilitator would take me on it, he would play so big. And at the time, I couldn't see myself that big. And he kept pushing my buttons and telling me to see this big part of me. And he was making me so afraid every single time. And so I made sure my friend wouldn't let me leave the room because I said, instead of running from my bigness, I just want to sit here and grow in it. Just one breath at a time. One breath at a time. So this might not be your last time here. It might not be the last time we see each other because you'll keep breathing one breath at a time and into the woman, the man that you're becoming, the divine assignment that's been placed on your life that you're perfectly prepared for, that with all your imperfections, you're perfect for the job. With all your imperfections, you're perfect.